Clive Barker Podcast Audio Commentaries.
Thanks to your generous donations to our Kickstarter funding campaign,
Clive Barker Podcast presents Fundraiser 9.
Celebrations.
Well, welcome. This is episode 351 of the Clive Barker Podcast, and we are doing an audio commentary, not Clive Barker's A-Z of horror audio commentary, but a commentary with our good friends Joe and Catalina from Little Spark Films.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here again.
We love it.
And we're celebrating the fact that your short film, The Torturer, is available to stream on Plex.
Yes, it is. It's finally on streaming. Everyone has been asking for a while, and now it's here. It's on its first, I guess, I don't know how to describe it. First channel. Yeah, Plex.
That's great. And for anybody, we've talked about this movie a bunch, but for anybody out there, if you're just joining us or don't know what the deal this is, you guys are big time Hellraiser fans, right? And you got to know Paul Kane through your Hellraiser fandom that you got to know about Paul Kane and his work?
Yeah, we make box videos for configurationboxes.com and Pyramid Gallery, and Configuration Boxes had released a special red variant lament configuration to go with Paul Kane's Sherlock Holmes and the Servants of Hell.
Yeah, the Servants configuration, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so from there, you optioned the rights to make a short film out of this story, The Torturer, that was, I think, from Nailbiters, wasn't it? His short story compilation book?
Yep, it's from the Nailbiters collection, right?
Yeah.
Compilation.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Ryan, I think I watched the wrong movie.
What?
I thought this was going to be The Torturer by Lamberto Bava from 2005. Oh, no. We'll make it work.
Yeah, right.
We actually did bounce around the idea a lot of changing the title.
Yeah.
There's so many movies called The Torturer.
Right. Yeah. And also, what would you have titled it?
I mean,
if you could change the title.
We went through the script so many times.
Oh,
I read the spec script version, then I read the short story version. There's a lot of similarity. Well, of course there's similarities, but
Yeah.
there wasn't anything really different. They were interchangeable in my opinion, and
Yeah.
but we tried coming up with so many different names, and we just kept coming back to The Torturer.
Well, this is the only
Was
one that I've
seen. Was that the original title of the short story by Paul Kane as well?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
This is the only,
it's kind of a tricky
Torturer
title
that I've seen.
Because the title itself, The Torturer, it sets you up for this situation in your mind before you even watch the movie. So it kind of predisposes you to believe that the movie is going to be one thing, and then it may not be exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When we first
read the script,
we first read the script. We were it was more poetic than we were expecting with its title. So we were kind of flattered that we were offered. This was the story that he presented to us.
Oh.
And he said if we didn't like it, we were free to read more. But this was the first pitch, and we were like, just take it.
And Hellraiser fans will know Paul Kane from not only from Sherlock Holmes and the Servants of Hell, but also from his two Hellraiser interview books, right? There's the Hellraiser films and their legacy, and then the new one called Hellraisers. And those are big-time Hellraiser compendiums of interviews, and he's a big fan of Hellraiser himself and sort of the foremost expert on Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah, that's what Clive straight up says that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I think you can't get more official than that.
And as if that weren't enough of a Hellraiser connection, we also have Paul T. Taylor starring in this short film, who was Pinhead in Hellraiser Judgment.
Yeah, that was shot in Oklahoma. With a
Oklahoma.
lot of
Oklahoma.
there was a lot of actors from Dallas that traveled up there, and Paul auditioned, and he tells this story. He showed up to his audition holding a lament configuration that he just had because he had always been a Hellraiser fan, and he was super excited. And when he got the script, it was only called Judgment.
Right.
And, but while he was combing through his lines, he was like, "Oh God, who are you fooling? This is straight up Hellraiser." And the way he tells it is obviously better. It was his story. I wasn't there. This was before I knew him. But and then we found out when Heather Langenkamp let it slip that a new Hellraiser movie was coming out. And then I don't know what happened. Someone's in one of the Facebook groups named the actor, and everyone found out who it was, and he was really open to talking to us about being in the movie. It was great.
That's awesome. So for people who want to follow along with us, we have a link in the show notes that says watch on Plex, or you just go to plex.tv and do a search for The Torturer and make sure it's 2020, The Torturer. And,
I'm using
and
a
that's
Roku device. I'm using a Roku device, and you can actually download Plex onto your Roku.
Yeah, and our link is for the web browser version because we haven't subscribed to Plex or don't have the machines or the apps. But you can do it any of those ways. The version that we have, Joe, you'd said that it will have some ad breaks, and there's one before the movie even starts. So what we're gonna do is have everybody get through their ads and then pause, and then we'll do the countdown right at the beginning of the Little Spark Films logo.
Yeah.
So who wants to do the countdown, Joe or Catalina?
Catalina.
No.
You're arguing about who has to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. It's a hot potato.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go. From the Little Spark Films, L. Red L. On 3, 2, 1, action.
Here we go.
Spoken like a true director.
I like your logo. I like the little sound.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he make that on his phone?
Paragraph made that on his phone. Well,
cool.
Originally I had made it on this old beat up organ that was at what was it? It was
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I just banged around on it. We used that for the longest time.
So who are Mindframe and like Sam Hain and stuff?
Oh, well, Sam Hain is the director of photography, Jörg Victor Steinslaus.
Oh.
He was our director. This was the first project we worked with him. And Mindframe, this was our first project with them, and they do post-production and principal photography, sound recording, mixing, and mastering.
I see.
Edited by Catalina.
Yay!
That's me.
Audio design,
Paragraph Taylor.
Yeah, that's
It
the first
Lives
edition.
Eshelman.
Yeah, Ian, he's the oil demon we'll see later.
Oh, we've met Joe Miglio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all did.
In Texas. Written by Paul Kane. There.
Yay! We've had Paul Kane on like maybe
And
4
Joe.
times on this podcast. Yay,
Yeah.
Joe!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Joe Manco. This was the nicest rat that ever lived. We couldn't get the rat to run away.
Oh, you wanted him to run away right there, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I like you."
Just to run away, yeah.
Well, we were supposed to actually be following the rat through all the credits, but it was the rat was just it was impossible. I'm like, okay, the rat wins.
Yeah, the rat was just not having it.
He's like,
but that's probably
he's
why
like,
you should play like an animal trainer and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he says, "I do the movie the way I want."
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my movie now.
Oh my god, we had to spray paint that door black.
It was completely red.
Oh,
So we had to go in there and spray paint the whole door black and almost pass out.
Yeah.
Did you see a red door and you wanted it painted black?
Yeah. Well,
That's really good.
this room's a total
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that first scene where Andy is just, you see the surprise on his face as he finds himself there, and then a look of confusion, and then the fear creeps in. It's a great display of emotion.
And that fuzzy out of focus framing of those guys in the doorway looks just like this gigantic poster I have of the Midnight Meat Train.
You're calling me on it.
Was that an homage? That's awesome.
Here's Lawrence Varnado.
Lawrence Varnado from Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. He's also in Scare Package. He's in Scare Package.
They misused him in Scare Package.
And Paul T. Taylor was in the original Sin City.
He was in he gets his hand broken by Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. And he's in Super. He's in Super by James Gunn.
Oh.
Yeah,
he
was a hotel manager in the movie with like
Soul Brothers,
Bernie Mac, and Soul Brothers,
Sam Jackson.
Soul Plane?
No, it was I don't know.
Money Plane.
I don't know.
It is real.
It's Soul Brothers, I think. I think you got it right the first time.
Oh, it's Soul Brothers. Okay, sorry.
Here's Lawrence Varnado with a clip. Hey, would you like to donate to my project?
Fun fact: there's supposed to be a white sticker there on the thing on the clipboard, and we didn't realize it was there until post. And see, he didn't brush it all out. But anyway, yeah, George, my DP, he went through and did a lot of VFX on this thing
just to get rid of the sticker.
Just to get rid of
no kidding.
To paint stuff out here and there.
I think I see a little bit of a rectangle in the back of it, like a little different color rectangle every once in a while. So that was edited in VFX?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we go back and film it, refilm it.
Yeah, well, because Lawrence drove up 4 hours to be in the movie. I mean, from the moment we saw his audition tape, we had a lot of people audition, sent in tapes to play this part. And, we knew it was going to be a short film, and we felt really bad for asking someone, coming up 4 hours on this tiny, tiny budget, are you okay with this for a week? And he was adamant that he wanted this part. I'm like, okay. Because I was scared to, offer it to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad he took it, though, because when we did our read-through, he came in and he had his script was already, had, bullet points marked all over, highlighting everything, notes in the sidebar. And I was like, wow, this person is really serious about their role. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
He's so intimidating, even when he's apparently nice. It's a nicety that has an underlying sarcasm and an underlying menace.
I love this slow tracking that we're doing.
I had to really build up courage to watch this movie because I was afraid of. I was just afraid of getting freaked out.
I told a lot of people it was going to be brutal.
Yes.
Before we filmed it, that was what I was telling everyone.
Yeah.
We were running Indiegogo campaigns.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
I remember the video for the Indiegogo campaign where you kept saying it was going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate that.
Oh, here it goes. The beginning of Andy's torture.
Bang.
That was so difficult.
Yeah, we shot that in reverse. Lloyd Kaufman taught us that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then...
Oh, that does work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the edit was pretty difficult.
But you can't even tell. I mean, even now that you've mentioned it, it's like it's still hard to see.
It just reminded me of when the Batman slams the Joker's head onto the desk.
And I think this is going to be the first commercial break.
Is it? So far, mine's still going, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you need me to pause?
No, it's still going.
Oh,
mine's still going.
He's back. Yep.
Yeah, we're
nice
seven
blue gel light.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the nighttime now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just this weird phantasmagorical lighting.
Yeah, so we're in this tiny ass room, man, with all these
guts,
all this equipment.
Oh yeah, those are the slut guts. Those guts have been used in 20 different films.
Yeah.
So I decided to call them the slut guts.
There's my
slut guts.
Corey Ari. Oh man.
It's like people are missing the skin on their face, and you got the guts coming down.
So, just to let people know, we are going to be spoiling this, so you should watch it first if you don't want to be spoiled. Just because I wanted to mention really quick here, now that we got that out of the way, they're the bus crash victims, right?
Yeah, they're the bus crash. They all crashed in the bus. That, and during the big traffic collision. And man, that would have been great to shoot.
Oh, right.
Cool.
Yeah.
But also that requires money.
So was that?
But when I first saw it,
I still haven't read the story. Is that like detailed in the story, or just his recollection of it?
It's more like it is in the script here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the only thing that I had to cut out, and it's been a while since I read the short story. Actually, I should read it again. But there's a montage that I cut out, and we shot this thing completely out of order.
Oh.
Like we mapped out our shoot days based on all the specters, the ghouls, and that was we had that day called All Ghouls Day, which was specifically dedicated to all those scenes.
But you had to have continuity with all of the wounds and the messed up shirt and all that stuff for Paul T. Taylor, right?
Yeah, and that was unbearably difficult.
Yeah, that was difficult because we didn't have, we don't have anybody for continuity. All of us were doing like 5 different jobs.
Yeah.
So I think we were lucky because Wendy and Tori are smart enough, and Matt Ash, the supervisor, the effects supervisor, he was definitely like it. Yeah, he was the one on charge of that continuity, that specific continuity. Paul's like scarring and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it was difficult because not everyone, not everyone was able to dedicate the full time that that production demanded.
Yeah.
And there were Corey and myself, he was my AD, and we had our kid with us, and Catalina was doing all the DIT work with Miglio in the room. He was doing his runs while she was watching the kid, because it was a week break from school.
Wow.
It was Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day.
We started on Memorial Day weekend because we figured we would because this is a band where we filmed it, is a band practice space.
And we're in the same room.
So yeah. Oh, we're getting the ad now.
Okay.
So this is like a 2-year anniversary almost of you filming. Oh shoot! Yeah, there's the ad.
Our ad is 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds.
So Joe, explain to me your intention when you placed the Dexcom ad in the middle of the torture movie. When I first saw those victims, the ones that Ryan was just talking about, the bus crash victims, when I was watching the movie for the first time, I thought that these were the ghosts of people who had died being tortured in that room. So that made it really freaky for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when I was reading it, that's how it felt too, because you're trying to figure it out, because you also, like Andy, don't know what exactly is going on,
Yeah.
The audience have as much information as Andy does, which is like none.
And what he's doing, if you think about it, in the end, what his own brain is doing, he's
Yeah.
Who
is this girl?
Up, but he's breaking it down piece by piece, How did you get to this point in your life?
Yeah.
And he's going mad.
Now I'm on the
representing the Clive Barker podcast right there on the T-shirt.
Oh, is yours still back? Is yours back on now?
Oh, it is. Are you guys not there yet?
Yeah, mine's not there yet. I'm on ad 4 of 8.
We have 15 seconds. Okay, we'll pause and wait for Ryan here in a second.
Now I'm on.
Let me know.
5, 4.
That's fine. Just let me know when you guys are back to watching the film, and I'll get started again.
So everybody out there, if you guys could just kind of pause it, and we'll get back again here shortly.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
10 minutes, 43 seconds.
I've got a whole bunch of Plex ads now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm on 6.
No, that's fine. I mean, we can talk.
Okay.
Guys, we can take this opportunity from the commercial break to talk more about the movie, because I got a feeling we could talk about the movie for longer than it actually runs for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So you said this was a place where bands practice. It looks like the back of a venue or something like that, because you got the corridor with the exit sign at the end and the doors. The particular sign, the door where the torture is happening, the door is kind of dented and it looks like it's scratched or something, and it kind of makes it look like people have been in there being tortured, trying to claw their way out of the room.
No, it's just because people throw really badass parties there.
Oh yeah, it's a place for mostly it's a rock and roll studio for mostly metalheads,
mostly metal bands. Yeah,
Sure.
some punk bands. And yeah, I mean, it's totally the kind of place. They have couches everywhere and stuff. So like people can pass out. Like they will throw parties. They have a room that's pretty big. We shot the
a lot of music
Nighttime
videos.
Fuel music video in there.
And Candy.
And Candy.
And
now I just got fatherhoodlight.gov and now I'm done. Okay, it's back on Andy again in the chair.
Here we
Back on Andy.
He's
Cool.
waking up.
Okay.
So the only abuse that ever happened in those rooms was self-abuse.
Okay, action.
Okay.
Yeah.
We hit play.
Okay,
And
Andy
the part
picks
where
up.
he's being whipped with those electrical wires, I could just feel the sharp pain. That if you ever
Oh,
had
there's the
one
Barker
of those
Cast
things,
shirt. That's our
yeah,
shirt.
there it is.
We don't have the Barker Cast shirt yet. Darn it. I'm sorry. We're still
Who is this
catching up.
amazing actress? Who is she?
Kristen
Kristen
Keith.
Keith. There it is. Okay, we're about 10 seconds behind Joel, I guess.
Do
That's
Do you want me
fine.
to
Chris-
pause for a couple of seconds?
She has an amazing face and eyes. They're so big and
Kristen's
expressive.
amazing.
Now she's
yeah,
reaching
she's
out.
crazy talented. Like, not just as an actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's also a violinist. I mean, we
Oh,
just
really?
shot a music video for Shab. It's
Pop music.
it's
Yeah.
pop music here in Dallas. You can find the link on our website, but we got Kristen in to play violin for this music video, and she's phenomenal.
Yeah, she'd never heard the song before or anything. She just came in and played around, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, this is so intense. I think
Yeah.
I see Meglio back there, one of the guys with the helmet on.
Oh no,
Oh, that's Nathan.
that's Nathan Gershon.
Oh, that's Nathan.
The star of Ice Mares and Robo Woman.
Right.
Robo
Okay.
Woman got a special shout out on the best of the worst, right?
Yeah, dude. There's
Really?
a whole episode dedicated.
Okay.
That's cool. Red Letter Media.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kristen is really intense. And it was cool because she was like sitting there getting her makeup done. And, we kind of gave her like the background. Okay, so, all these people died in a car crash because of this guy. And she just kind of made up her own character from there.
Yeah.
So the intensity just comes from her, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, she takes direction. I mean, she was amazing to work with, and we worked with her a couple times. We had her on Hellraiser Day. She was our Nightbreed.
Oh,
Yeah,
so this
Nightbreed.
flashing
Exactly,
blue lights
yeah.
is emergency vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So on repeat viewings, there's some cool little hints about. That's interesting.
Oh man, just the way you lit this scene with the name tag zombie coming up with the intense blue and red highlights throughout.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Thanks.
Name tag zombie. That's amazing.
Easy.
Can we call him that from now on?
I like Oil Demon.
Oh,
He's
is that
the
what
oil
he's
demon?
called? Oil
Yeah.
demon?
He's credited as the Oil Demon.
Oh,
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I thought that was blood.
It was tar.
It's oil. It's motor oil.
It was literally motor oil.
Yeah.
How did I not smell that? Because I was the one who had to take all that off of him.
Oh, no. Oh, that's on him?
Yeah.
That was an insane amount of ultra slime.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
in the story, it's motor oil then.
In the story, it's
Right.
motor oil.
Okay.
But actually, it's not in the story.
There's oh, yeah.
In the story, in the script, he just stares off into the corner, and then like nothing happens.
Oh, this is what I made up. Sorry. The
the
I
oil
made that
demon
up.
is something that Joe made up. Like it's not something that's in the script.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
because it's completely empty. Andy sees something. He thinks he sees something. It freaks him out. It's over. And I asked Paul Kane, I'm like, what does this mean? And he says, it's open to interpretation. I'm like, well, that sucks. Okay, I have to go be creative now. And so...
poor you.
Yeah, right? I only wanted to do that.
Oh, we didn't have the legs guy.
The legs guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get the guy with no legs.
Here it is, interior cell night. I found it.
Oh.
He sits on the floor crying from another cell because, we didn't have the crying from another cell.
Is that supposed to be a camel spider or something at Andy's feet?
Yeah, it's a spider. He thinks he sees a spider.
Oh, cool.
That's some like, stop motion from our friend Mark Beal down in College Station. He did Bloodsucker's Handbook and Bloodsucker's Planet. And those are both on Amazon. They're great movies.
Was that spider scene always in the versions that I've seen of the movie? Because I know I've seen some early screener versions. I don't remember that spider. Was it always there?
Okay. It got added towards the end, so maybe you saw one that was still working.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be more hands and stuff, too. That was really difficult. I want to say that was the most difficult to try to figure out.
Yeah, and we didn't have the time or the money to make it happen the way we wanted.
Yeah.
It's good animation, though. I like it.
It's great animation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mark, and he does all that stuff by himself, too.
I love stop motion.
Yeah.
Paul T. Taylor is getting it pretty easy so far. He's only been whipped with an electrical wire. I think it's about to get a little messier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we had a whole debate about the clothes. You know, what clothes are they going to wear?
Right.
What clothes can we find multiples of?
Right. Because
if you ever going to be obvious.
If you ever need more BarkerCast shirts for future productions, just let us know. We'll send it
That
over.
was a whim. I was packing up my stuff, and I was like, you know what? I know that this shirt is mine, but like they've helped us out so much. I hope that they would be okay with me just putting it in the movie.
Totally, yeah, more than okay. Now it lives forever.
Yeah.
It would have just worn out eventually.
On Plex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, because I brought extra clothes, like just in case clothes, for if people hadn't brought, clothes that could get like ripped or dirty or whatever.
Right. Oh, yeah. We have a plethora. Oh, God, we have so many of those. Mm-hmm. We have a closet full of just costume clothes meant to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you guys to cast the movie?
Well, once we got Paul locked in, the torture, finding our torturer was the hardest part. But the rest just kind of, I already knew I wanted Richard Houghton to be in the movie, and Rob Hudsep. I liked him a lot from making. We worked with them on some Hellraiser box videos.
And I got another ad. Sorry to interrupt. I got another ad, so I'll let you know when I'm back. But yeah, go ahead.
We should pause then. Okay. I don't have an ad. Mine's still going.
Okay.
Probably because I had so many ads before.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I guess all the way we're all watching it differently.
Yeah.
So the ads are coming at us differently.
Well, it's okay. And you at home, if you're watching this, try to work around these ads, and we'll let you know when what scenes we're in.
Yeah, and we had something similar to this happen when we watched Transmutations, and I insisted on watching the Laserdisc. So then I had to flip it over in the middle.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you were saying, Joe, the hardest person to cast.
What's that?
Sorry, Transmutations. I got distracted. Can you actually see it on Laserdisc? Like, is it like better? Like, does the light come through more, or no? Is it still like a really dark movie?
I think it's a little better on Laserdisc than it is on VHS, but not much.
Okay. Oh man, yeah. Okay, sorry.
In fact, I think the DVD version that came out of Transmutations was sourced from the Laserdisc transfer.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Joe, you were saying the hardest one to cast was the Torturer, but then you mentioned how Lawrence Varnado was all in on this movie, right?
Yeah, he was all in. It was just finding him.
Yep.
It was going through all of
How did it even find him? Because he doesn't use social media.
the Film Commission website.
Ah, yes. I sent it into the Film Commission.
Okay, our ads are stopping.
Oh, should we start it again?
Okay,
I'm
we're
still
hold
seeing
on.
an ad for Netflix.
Okay, my timestamp. What's our timestamp?
Our timestamp is flip flop.
I'm at 18 minutes exactly on mine.
I'm at 17:49.
Oh, okay.
I am still
pull
watching
mine
out
back
of
a
5
little
of 6, but yeah. So, and how did you scout for locations? Was this a place that you already had made other shorts before?
Are we hitting play yet?
No, we're not. He's asking us. Okay,
Oh.
so fun fact, we use this place for literally everything. Almost every single short that we have on Troma now has been filmed at this place. We've shot at least 5 music videos here.
Like the
Cool.
the Abbey in the Dark Ditties films, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out of the ads. I'm at 1750, so more or less.
Okay,
so
should we hit play?
Well, should we get 10 seconds to catch up with you?
No,
Ryan?
I pulled it back. So I'm at
okay.
1752.
okay, cool.
Okay,
Okay,
Joe,
let's start play again.
Okay.
play.
Okay.
Here we go.
You know, the only thing I have to tell you is here, the room being black and Lawrence's pants being black, it seems like sometimes he's just floating there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the toughest part.
Oh no, the nails.
An issue for me until after color grading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the color grading made it all like
Yeah.
swarm of the same color.
Because in the raw footage,
Oh.
it doesn't look like this.
Oh,
man.
So you spray painted the door, but how did you black out the entire room like that? Is this like fabric or screens that you put up?
It's actually carpet.
There's carpet that's been hammered into a cinder bulb. Whatever the brick is, whatever this building's made out of, it's like some intense brick walls.
Yeah, it's like an old warehouse.
Yeah, and
I see.
And the room just looks like that.
And it's all black rooms like this, and all.
That's why we shot our film, the black room, here.
Yeah.
It was a different room. Like literally, it was on the other side of the building. But they all.
And the fact that it's a completely black room just makes us focus on the characters a lot more. Like they're floating in a void, and all you can focus on is the performances of the characters.
Which totally makes sense when you learn what's really going on in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
oh, that hurts.
Nailbiters.
Oh, jeez.
I'm glad y'all like that though, because I was worried that maybe that wouldn't come across. I hate the black manacles on the black background.
I know. That's Miglio.
The nails on the fingernails, that was actually one of your first teaser images for the movie, right?
Yeah, because that was what was like, I thought, because we're our own marketing team as well, and that part seemed really doable. Because we had to get it done really fast before I went on this trip. We had to get these ads made. I forget why.
It was for Frightmare.
Oh, it's for
and then,
Frightmare.
it was for Frightmare that year because we had just started working with Katie.
Yeah.
And then the infamous Katie situation happened.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Anyway. Yeah.
Which
Anyway,
20
basically there for.
Was it 2017?
Yeah.
17. Yeah, so that's how long it's taken for this short film from start to finish because we hadn't even filmed it yet. We hadn't even filmed it yet. We still were we had names attached and we were just trying to get money still.
We had a long
and figure out where
time.
Yeah, it was like 3 years.
And you did two different Indiegogos, right?
Yeah, we had 2. We had one for
this while we were actually shooting,
and then one for post production. It was just like we didn't pull in very much, and then we invested a lot of our own money into it, and
a lot of people worked for a little bit less than usual and stuff.
The team worked.
Joe and I didn't get paid at all.
it was a rough time, but the money we did have, we made sure to use it wisely
to feed people, so people don't get upset.
And
Right.
I don't know. We shot for 5 days straight, and it was just barely enough with the campaign funds, from the first campaign, and then what we had, all of us pitched in with our time and equity, And George coming in helped really save the budget too, because he owned all this equipment, this grip truck, and he was really interested to work with us because
because of Frightmare.
Because
of Murder.
That's cool.
Because he saw Murder Balls at Frightmare,
which was our fake trailer that year with Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah.
Was that also like shot here in this area?
Yeah.
Yes, it was shot in Dallas, Fort Worth, but it was not. We've actually moved from this location. It was not shot here at that location that the torturer was shot at.
Actually, it was shot at its exterior.
Was that Murder Balls, the trailer where there's
shoot it
the
there.
band rehearsing and then one guy gets decapitated or by the garage door? Well, I'm thinking about it.
No, that
No,
was
that's-
Jason's.
that's
Demon
mine,
Metal, That's Demon Metal Murder 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There
That
we
was
go.
one of the fake trailers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that one, we shot that one at Jason's.
That was in
studio.
March of 2020, right before the
Right.
world shut down, like the first week of March.
Oh, Jesus. He's
Oh.
like cutting a slice off of him.
Oh,
Getting
jeez.
that pound of flesh taken out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's tough to watch.
Who
Yeah,
got those
that was
props
really fun,
for
though. It was
the
a fake arm.
Well, it looks.
who
it
got
looks
those
very real. Oh, I've got ads.
who got the props for
I guess we got
the
ads, too.
I'll pause.
Yeah.
I'll pause.
Sorry, yeah, you had ads.
Who got the props for the torturer when he's pulling out those like weird looking, bladed instruments?
Everyone just kind of donated stuff.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of just donations of like rusty old stuff. The pouch though really pisses us off because
I wanted a nice one. Like, I thought it'd be like a nice leather bound pouch,
but
This guy is very professional at what he does. He wouldn't be using the one he uses in the movie.
yeah, it was not ideal what we got, but it's a wrench set or something like that.
Yeah.
So for those of us that are not in the industry, that the deals like this where you get it into a streaming service, does that help get you recoup a little bit of the money back that you lost?
It's supposed to, but also, it's like we don't know how long it's going to take. We just keep moving on. It's cool.
Yeah, whatever comes in.
Is it an exclusive deal, or can you try to get it on as many platforms as possible?
Well, okay,
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Sorry.
I'm
Okay.
still on 1 of 6.
Okay, I just paused.
Wow. Okay.
So no, I think that it's just kind of anything, right? It's just there on the website.
No, it's not exclusive. It's on film. What we did is we used a service called Film Hub, and because we did have some people that were in acquisitions, they watched it and liked it, but it's got a funky runtime and.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's kind of what prevented it from getting on streaming services. But, the Film Hub was able to get us on and on Plex. And it's also...
It's crazy that just the running time would be a hindrance because I've seen stuff that's like twice as long as this and not even half as good. And it ends up in like places like... Amazon Prime has movies that look like they were shot on a phone. It's just, just the crappiest crap will show up on Amazon Prime, and just because it's like 85 to 90 minutes, there's a place for it. They'll just add it to the pile. So it's frustrating.
Yeah,
I've got an ad for some kind of a movie, or I don't know what this is, from the producers of Independence Day. It's like, well, that's not saying much.
I paused where Lawrence is having a swig of his flask.
Oh,
This movie has Bob Newhart in it.
23 minutes
Curse
and
of
50
Judas
seconds.
something or other.
I'm interested.
I'm okay. That was ad 4 out of 6.
Woo!
Oh no, wait, it's back. Okay.
Oh,
It's
He just
back?
threw the bottle in his face. I'm at 23 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay, 23,
Okay, cool.
23 minutes and 18 seconds. We are at 23 minutes, 18 seconds. Cool.
Should we?
All right.
He just threw booze onto his wounds.
Oh, okay.
Should
Paul.
we play?
Yeah.
Yes, play.
Okay. Play.
1, 2.
There we go.
4. Okay, cool.
That's terrible. Alcohol right in the wounds.
It's vinegar.
Oh, it's vinegar. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are on.
It was kind of brown looking.
You can have.
It does, yeah. If you're the people who like to watch films with closed captioning, it does have closed captioning.
Yeah, because
we watch a lot of movies with closed captioning.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, this
I just realized that Plex has closed captioning. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm struggling with it. I mouse over the English and it doesn't actually take.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, there's weird little interface stuff that I have with the buttons and things, I guess.
The torturer's shirt is not as immaculate anymore.
Oh yeah, it's got blood on it.
Yeah, well, the different. Oh man, so the torture in the script has like a big black trench coat and has a muscle shirt under it. And, you know, when we casted Lawrence, I really didn't like that look for him.
Yeah, Paul, that doesn't really work for me either. This works.
Well, I mean, like, it worked.
I got a feeling.
But.
Yeah, I mean, a muscle shirt and a black trench coat for a torturer, props to Paul for creating such a good short. But I think this look is much more of a, clinical kind of torturer guy. Also, the white shirt is better to contrast the blood and the brutality of the torture.
Oh, we wanted to get.
Which I'm sure is what you thought.
Well, that's why we got white. But we also got the shirt with that cut with the straps on top because we thought it looked more like military.
Oh yeah, I was looking at those.
That's why you always wear a white shirt when you go to a Guar concert.
No,
you got red on you.
Yeah.
It could just be a white shirt because he's, also a bus driver.
Oh, is he really?
Oh
yeah. But that's why the other guy's wearing the he has the tag. Yeah.
Because Lawrence's
I had
boss.
no idea.
I forgot about that. Yep.
That makes more sense now. And he's incorporated him into his self-torture of sorts. Of course, spoiler. So he was also one of the figures in the bus.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was like the driver.
No. Andy is the driver.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Huh?
I mean, he crashed into a bus, right?
No. Andy's
the bus driver.
Andy's the bus.
Oh, Andy is the bus driver. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just implying that maybe Lawrence is
wearing his uniform.
Maybe Lawrence is his boss. Wearing a white shirt.
Got it.
I see.
It's a stupid thing that I said. Sorry.
No,
not stupid at all. No, it helps me understand the movie a little better. Yeah, this. I'm going to get nightmares of Lawrence just whispering at me in the dark.
What was that?
He's a pretty intimidating guy, but is he pretty funny on set?
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Paul? They're both fun.
Lawrence? Yeah.
They're great to work with.
Is Lawrence a party guy?
Lawrence is real. Lawrence is cool. He's real chill. He's easy to talk to.
Okay, cool.
Know? He really is. He's like the nicest guy. And he was able to do this scary voice, and I'm just like, holy crap.
Wow.
And we really liked what just the sound of his voice. No one else could do it. Could do anything. I felt that.
Yeah. Well, it's nice too because
that could terrify you.
Even when he delivers his lines, it sounds like he's being completely reasonable. Like we're the bad guys or something.
Yeah.
Right.
The bad guy because no, this man is being completely reasonable, even though he's not.
So self-assured, right? He's like saying that with such confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was in
Quick fun fact that we just learned about Lawrence. He had a quick role in Little Woods, which was Nia DaCosta's very first film.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, with
Awesome.
the Candyman, yeah, since she did Candyman.
I have to watch that.
Yeah, me too. I want to see more
It's
of
not a
her stuff.
film. It was really good.
I was really
When I
impressed
was
by
in-
Candyman.
When I was in Dallas, there was a guy who was walking around who also had like this amazing voice. It was that weird demonic priest that shows up in conventions. Father, what's his name?
Father Evil.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of had the same build as Lawrence.
I guess they do.
Yeah. Huh. Never really thought about that, but yeah, I think they do.
But yeah, Lawrence, he like I said, he's great to work with, and I want to work with him some more. Paul though, he's the funny guy. He likes to crack jokes, and it's fun because
He really likes Pee Wee Herman.
yeah, and it's just like. Because things would get tense on set. This is a dark subject matter, and trying to keep the actors in their groove and whatnot. And
it's hot.
It was really hot in there too. There was a bunch of bodies. This was pre-COVID, and Paul knew how to keep. He would keep things cheery when it needed to. He was great at reading the room. And
yeah, this was part of that All Ghouls Day.
This is such a good traveling shot here.
Any of the ghouls, that was all shot on one day.
Yeah, the way you shot this a little bit from below, and you kind of move left and right to show us all the ghouls just standing there. There's a nurse. There's a guy with a helmet, which is Nathan. There's a bunch of random people in there, and they're all like bloodied and dead and broken and ghoulish.
Yeah, I'm really relieved that we didn't give people any directions on the clothing besides just as long as it's okay for it to get blood on it, because things are going to get bloody.
Yeah.
But I was very relieved when people showed up and had hey, I came up with a character myself, and I'm like, thank you, cool, do it.
And,
the lighting just the light just streaming through the door almost makes these god rays come out. Did you guys have any sort of fog machine or something? Or
yeah, we had a fog machine going out there, and we had these giant, these giant LED panels. I think it was called a Razor, and then we had blasting through that, and it just the fog catches the light and gives you that texture.
Yeah, it gives that volumetric really cool lighting.
It reminds me a little bit of the VHS cover for The Fly or Alien.
Yeah. We're trying to make it, so really kind of dreamy here.
Yeah.
You got it a little bit out of focus here to kind of make things look a little woozy.
Yeah.
Feeling woozy here.
Now it's just completely focused on every pore in his face.
Man, look at those manacles. Look great like that, though. I just wish, man.
The light glinting off of them really frames the picture.
But the light changed for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a switchblade he's holding?
No, it's a melon baller.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Scoop out his own eye, right?
Yeah.
Oh, eye trauma, another staple.
No.
Of horror movies.
No, don't do it.
Oh, man.
I'm watching Stranger Things season 4 now, and I was blown away that Robert Englund is in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
It's great.
So cool. I'm not going to spoil anything. He's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Oh my God, you guys.
God.
You guys are mean.
Knife to the eye, except it's a melon baller to the eye.
Yeah.
And this beautiful score is done by Paragraph of Manifestive.
Oh, it's an amazing score. It reminds me a little bit of the original Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah. We did talk about, Dawn of the Dead. We talked about Jacob's Ladder.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. We talked a lot about Jacob's Ladder.
We talked a lot. That was a big I really enjoyed the atmosphere of Jacob's Ladder, you know, and I love this. Paragraph, Taylor and I have been friends, you know, since we were kids, and I just always loved his music, and he took my direction to heart, and I told him, you know, just make the music when you do it, you know, make it feel like its own character.
Yeah.
It'll help, you know, you're setting the tone for this, you know, are people going to feel sad, or are they going to be worried? And we combed through the whole movie, even during this scene where we're skits and all this gore. And him and my FX, my sound guy who does all the Foley, you know, they worked closely together on, you know, making sure that the score and the Foley, like these sounds would all go to a beat, and I think they really rocked it.
You missed the look at the eyes.
Oh yeah, that was my Rosemary's Baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got Bart the Bois Blanc.
Yeah. So these two characters, the doctor and the whatever he is, detective. Yeah, he's a detective. They were supposed to be reversed, the actors. Originally, Joe wanted to cast them. The actors were reversed. And then when we did the read-through, I was like, this is not happening. You guys are switching roles. I think that happened like 10 minutes into reading it, right? Like it happened literally while we were sitting at the table.
We're doing a read.
I think that was definitely a good choice to keep the casting as it is. And a clever idea to have the cop wear like it's raining outside, so he's wearing the protectors on his uniform, so you don't actually have to show a uniform.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it adds to the hard-boiled kind of, you know, cold, rainy night kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
not so cold because everybody's sweating, but yeah, you know what I mean. Humid night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like we said, this was,
it was
last week of May. This was the very last thing we shot, though.
It was boiling hot.
But we were all exhausted because we've been shooting all week. And this was a night shoot, and we were just like, please don't.
Oh, we were just waiting till the sun went down at 9 p.m.
Like idiots.
Gosh.
Whose garage is this?
My friend, one of my friends, childhood friends, Clay. He let us use his garage. Him and his roommates, Curtis and Carlos, we had all been friends since middle school.
I just noticed the makeup. Sorry about interrupting, but I noticed up on Andy's arms looks like it's gray and greenish, like he's been stuck in that garage for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he looked a little bit decomposed there.
Oh yeah, I love we were really. I was very specific with Wendy and Tori, my SFX girls. They did all of that, and I told them, everything that we've done this whole movie, for this scene particularly, just make it the worst it's possibly been because we're no longer in his head.
Oh,
this
is the reality, right?
This is the reality.
Yeah.
Great job producing this, Catalina.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this is a great. So this is an actual continuous shot, and it's not just a still photo, right? So this is actually just Paul T. Taylor pretending to be dead, holding his breath.
This is like 12 seconds on a loop.
Oh.
Okay, that works.
This is 12. Yeah, this is 12 seconds on a loop, and we just let it roll. And then I threw this 35 millimeter filter on it in our test screenings.
It looks great.
Instead of the score, we had "Suicide is Painless."
Oh.
But we had the version with the lyrics, and I remember the first time my AD watched it, he was like, his heart fell so hard. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He said that song was just perfect for this movie, and I'm like, "Yeah, no way, we're getting the rights."
The MASH theme song.
Yeah. But it was the "Suicide is Painless."
Yeah.
You bring on many changes. Anyway, yeah. That was we had the one with the lyrics. I really like that song.
Yeah, no, it would have worked great here. So I understand why you even put it there. But wow, the 12 seconds on a loop really sells the idea of the dead body at the same time that the image is still flickering a little bit and shaking here and there. So it really feels like he's just laying there this whole time, not breathing.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, man, he can hold his breath for a long time.
Yeah.
Yay! Hey, I found my name.
Hey, there's my name.
My
Awesome.
name in
Thanks,
print.
guys.
And there's Clive Barker Podcast.
Thank you, guys. That was so
Yay.
nice.
No, thank you. Like we said, we feel like y'all have helped a lot because it's always helpful, I think, to get other people's outside opinions, you know? I mean, like, Joe and I tend to, like, think pretty much the same and agree on mostly everything. So having someone else look at a thing and say, oh, well, what about XYZ? I think that's really helpful.
I am looking at some of the storyboards that you guys had for this, where it seems like initially for the storyboard idea, I know this is just a rough draft, but, you know, some scenes of the storyboards make it seem like Andy would have like a white shirt and the torturer would be dressed in black. So you guys were still like taking that from the original short story idea?
Well, there was when we
The
first.
location is supposed to be different. We did change the
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
It's more like a brick jail cell
Yeah.
in the script.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
like giant bricks, and it's all black, and there's supposed to be a window. And
I like that you drew some like, glasses on the torturer.
that. Well, a lot
He
of
was
those,
supposed to have glasses.
a lot of those descriptions are from the book, and Paul Kane had.
And that's the end of the
And
credits, by the way, just to let people know out there, you know.
He was in development before he let us option the rights to turn the torture into a comic book, and so we used that artwork from he allowed us to use that artwork from the comic book as our early concept art. And
So there's a published comic book version?
no, there's not.
Okay.
I think they started development over. I'm not entirely certain what all the details are on that, so you might.
I think that would have been like the Hellbound comics or something like that. Hellbound Media. I don't know what they're called. I think they've adapted some of his stories, but I guess I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I think the artist's name was Ian Summers or Ian Summerfield. I don't remember.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like I've heard that there might be a new torture comic book. I know there's a stage play adaptation as well. That if anyone's interested to get their hands on that, it has a lot of screaming involved.
Oh,
That would be an intense play. I could see that working on a stage. Yeah.
Yeah, but
A little on the short side, maybe like a couple of acts, but yeah.
yeah.
Drew these storyboards. Was it you, Joe?
Oh no, it was Eve from Manifestive. It was Paragraph's wife, Eve.
That's cool.
I'm looking at the page where Andy's got the spoon coming into his eye, and it's like, this is so well done. I mean, just the face of despair on these storyboards looks so good, even though, some of them are a little rougher than others, but just this, he would have the nail still stuck under his nail and just kind of bringing the spoon in. So good.
Yeah. No, we did a consultations for a couple of weeks, and we went shot by shot, and those storyboards really helped us get through production. It was the first time we had done anything this big, and it was wild. It was a wild journey, just going through casting and getting what we wanted and finding what we needed and putting it all together. And it took us a year of pre-production, to get things locked in for shooting for 5 days.
And here it is on Plex, where our audience can watch it and maybe help out watching some ads and give a little back to Little Spark Films. I just want to give you kudos for like the missing eye makeup. Were those like big dark contacts that were in his eyes?
No, those were applied over his eyes. And
okay.
Yeah, each one of those, we can only afford to get one for each eye.
Mm-hmm.
And once they were done, they were done. And thankfully, our makeup supervisor, Matt Ash, he was outstanding. I mean, like he was
very specific.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah, and
I mean, like we had different kinds of blood for different kinds of things.
Yeah, we learned a lot about.
We learned a lot. It was pretty cool
about the gore.
Wow.
And because of the torture, because of murder balls, it helped us get the torture locked down to what you see today. It changed the direction, the course of our lives. Amazing. I freaking love it. I still love it.
Me too. Me too. I love the way that this project evolved. And, I like all the iterations of the poster that you guys had, but really the Anthony Galatis version, the latest one is just simply breathtaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's outstanding. I love his work, and I think, I'm going to...
And we've met him through
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
We met him through Hellraiser.
Yeah.
We met y'all through Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Hellraiser brings people together.
Exactly.
It does. And,
it's the friends in hell that you meet along the way.
But yeah.
And this won Best Actor and Best Horror in the RS Film Fest 2022, correct?
Oh, yeah, it did. It did over in England.
It was an award winner for Fourth Dimension 2021. There's a bunch of laurels here. We should probably add this laurel-filled page to the show notes. Was in the Hollywood Horror Fest 2021, was a finalist. It was a winner in Only the Best Film Awards Horror 2021.
Yeah.
You guys had this in a gold tier for the Horror Movie Awards. It was gold tier short film screenplays, short film performances. So it was nominated for these. It was in these sections for the Horror Movie Awards.
Yeah, they had... That's how they did their awards.
They had a lot of different categories and subcategories because horror is such a sprawling genre. Yeah. Like so many different types of things can fit under it.
That was pretty wild. When we got that information, it was like day one of Vice Mayor's.
So for our audience listening to this, I suggest you guys visit a Little Spark Films website. So it's littlesparkfilms.net. You guys are also on Instagram and Twitter, right?
Yes.
Little Spark Films on the social media websites. There's a Facebook page. Check it out. You got information there about all of their projects on their websites, including some stuff here about the torture, which you can find out more. And what are you guys working on now?
Well, we're working on getting the torture VHSs. We're working on getting those out. So we're gonna be doing a soft run. And
one of our friends, Horror Man Cave, on Instagram, he does like sculptures and stuff like that, and then he also makes his own VHS. Yeah,
so those we're gonna be the first of his production. So, like I said, we're gonna do a soft run and see how these go, and we might do a pre-sale for to get more of these made, and hopefully it works out and you're helping out independent businesses.
Do y'all already have like a mock-up of the VHS cover?
Actually,
Anthony's working on it right now.
Anthony's working on it right now. So
cool.
Well, let us know when that's available for sale. We'll put it up on the website and spread it around.
Yeah,
I'll buy a copy. I collect VHS.
Yeah,
that'd be some.
Yeah, we too. We do too.
Yeah.
We got to offload quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you guys got Little Spark Finds, right? On Instagram?
Yeah, that's the one to sell the VHSs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys should check that out too on Instagram, Little Spark Finds. You guys put stuff there also that you have from thrifting here and there and to sell, right?
Yeah, people have actually just been giving us VHS now, so we end up with like some pretty crazy titles. It's fun though.
Yeah, wow. And we go around and we spread the word of Little Spark by, giving people tote bags and posters of our movies.
That's awesome.
They buy tapes from us and like, here, carry all the tapes.
Great idea.
And but it's just how we get out there and we talk to the people.
And then Vice Mayor's is in post-production, which is a feature. And then we're starting production on another feature.
So yeah, when Weissmares comes out, we'll have to talk about that one too.
Yeah.
That one doesn't have any Hellraiser references.
No.
Sure.
Not at all.
Yeah, but
Anthony did E-art.
from what I've seen of the project, it looks really fun. So I'm looking forward to Weissmares.
It is not fun. Dissuade yourself of this right now.
Okay. I will be sure to watch it and take it, whatever it is. I will definitely enjoy it.
Nope.
All right. Yeah.
You better not have fun.
No fun allowed.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, I'll be miserable. But it's a good miserable.
Interesting. I think it's going to be interesting. It's just I consider it more of like a dude movie, and then we're gonna just like leave it at that. If that makes sense.
I mean, sure. From what I know about the movie, and I don't want to spoil the synopsis again because one time we read the synopsis someone had put on IMDb, and it was kind of a big spoiler. So I'll just say, you guys.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
We just don't like how it was written.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
But we all know it was up there, so that's our fault, man. Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So looking forward to Weissmares, the first long feature film, full feature film by Joe Manco.
Thank you for taking your time to watch this movie with us again.
It was fun.
Hopefully they brought more insight. I don't know.
It was disturbing and exciting. I'm not going to say I had fun watching the torture. Not a fun movie. And I hope to this day that
watching with you guys though.
Yeah, and I hope Paul T. Taylor doesn't have a lot of scars from this movie.
I don't know.
Nothing physical. Only emotional.
All right.
Perfect.
He had to scream a lot.
He did. Yeah, I probably should have bought him some tea. Now that I think about it, man.
Tea instead of coffee would have been nice.
Yeah, right. If anyone who listens that is, an aspiring filmmaker, there's a lot that goes into it. But I mean, even I still am pretty happy with how it turned out. It turned out better than I expected.
I will add a link to the Bandcamp soundtrack by Paragraph Taylor for the torture here, so you guys can go there. You can, I believe you can either buy the album from Paragraph Taylor, and have.
It goes to Manifestive, and they are they're full-time musicians.
Yeah.
$10 an album. You can buy it in the lossless MP3 or more format. So we'll put that link in the show notes and go check it out. And you can check out all the other works by Paragraph Taylor too, if there are any.
Oh, there's tons. Oh my gosh,
There's
so
tons.
much. There's 20 plus years of music on there.
All right, awesome.
You will be drowning in music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
enjoy the evening there in Taos and in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I'll do the same. Have a great night.
And this
bye,
podcast,
y'all.
having
Good
no
night.
beginning, will have no end. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have subscribed. You can find the Clive Barker Podcast wherever you find audio. Show notes for this episode, as well as news and reviews, can be found at our website at www.clivebarkercast.com. The Clive Barker Podcast, or BarkerCast, is an independent editorial podcast and blog that is not affiliated with or under contract by Clive Barker or Seraphim Inc. This is a labor of love by the fans for the fans. Watch for our annual Kickstarter fundraisers to get some cool stuff, and you can buy t-shirts on our TeePublic store. Go to tpublic.com and search for BarkerCast.
Thanks for listening.